This is the JL, and this one is special. I'll tell you why, just a second. What's up, guys? Today we have a 2022 Jeep Unlimited. This is the JL, and this one is special. I'll tell you why, just a second. So this is one of my viewers wanted me to take a look at it, and I'll tell you why right here on the back, why this one is pretty special. See right there, nice badge. 3-liter EcoDiesel in a Jeep. Not to be confused with the 2-liter. This one has over 290 horsepower, according to Jeep, and 442 pound-feet of torque. And that torque comes in at 1,400 RPMs. Let's take a look under the hood, and I'll show you around. All right, let's get into this. Now under the hood, which is definitely a two-handed job there, there's your 3-liter EcoDiesel. Like I said, 290 horsepower, give or take, according to Jeep, and 442 pound-feet of torque. At 1,500 RPMs, that's insane. That's almost as soon as you press the accelerator, you get all your torque. See how everything's situated under here, battery to the back. Kind of keep it away from being, water and mud and stuff splashed under here, because this is a Jeep. Now this one, being the high altitude, as you can see, you do get a lot of different options here. With this package, as you can see, a painted front bumper here, which has a different look than other trims like the Rubicon and things like that. You do still get fogs down here, your tow hooks, but it's painted black to match the color of the vehicle. Painted fenders, upgraded LED lights. It's a good looking truck from the front. Also, you get your camera for the trail there. It's looking good. Let's take a look at the side, show you some other differences here. You get 20-inch painted black wheels. Now this one's a little more centered around on-road driving, more so than off-road, but don't let that fool you. It is still a Jeep. It's still very capable and is obviously four-wheel drive. Now you get a different type of step here. It's not really a rock rail, more of an actual step, but it helps keep stuff from flinging up on the side as well. Let's look at the back here. The same, you get upgraded tail lights. These are LED. Third brake light's also LED. Your spare full size, 20-inch there. And these are wrapped in Bridgestone Duelers from the factory. This one is straight stock factory. Okay, you do have protectors on this one. You just get some touches of luxury in this trim model that you don't normally see on a Jeep Wrangler. Let's take a look in the back. They also opted for upgraded hinges around as well. Backup camera. This is very familiar. Not a lot's changed right here. You do have your sub for the Alpine sound system. Some charging ports back here as well. Things look pretty normal back here in the business, and some storage, tie down points, really good anchors for child safety seats, things like that. You can see LED lighting throughout and removable top, of course. And this one is also equipped with the trailer towing group. You can tow a few thousand pounds, maybe a ATV or small watercraft or something like that. These Jeeps are never really meant to tow, so I'm not sure how much you'd want to test that out, but you can if you need to. And with this high altitude, you also get more luxury items like parking sensors, rear and the front. Turn signal indicators in your mirrors. Upgraded hinges. Like I said, you can still fold the windshield down if you need to. Again, these are removable and it is color matched with the vehicle. Now, this 3-liter is also mated to the 8-speed automatic from Jeep. This one, viewer's telling me he can get in the low 30s, usually high 20s on the highway with this, just depending on kind of, you know, speed. There's a lot of factors that go into that. But Jeep says that this one is rated at 25 to 26 combined, 28 highway. It's very impressive for a Jeep. I know my first Jeep, it was a 1999 model Cherokee, and it did not get that kind of fuel economy with that 4-liter. Still loved it. Jeeps are awesome, man. And look at that. Like I said, it's still trail rated. Let's hop inside. This one's equipped with the tech package, which includes the blind spot monitoring, the convenience package, which is the keyless smart key system. Let me see the interior of the door. This one has a lot of different options. Viewer's wife picked this one out with the different tone to the seat. It's almost a white, but it's a very, very light stone gray throughout with like an orange, maybe a very light tan stitching. Looks more orange to me. Nice contrast with the black though. I like that. Kind of matches up with the quick release roof here. I like that. So let's hop in, see what we got going on in here. All right. So as you can see inside, the stitching kind of carries over with the theme inside the truck too. You got some orange in here as well. Down here, your selector for the 8-speed transfer case. This is on the fly. You do have low range, of course, being a Jeep. Handbrake, cup holders, center rest there. All of your controls for windows are here. And as you could have guessed, most of the controls are here because you can remove these doors, and they want most of the electronics here. You know, I don't blame them. Of course, these are all supposed to be weatherproof in a way, waterproof, water resistant, because you can remove the top and the doors and the windshield. Not sure why you'd remove the windshield, but you know what I'm saying. Like, if you can remove all of that, well, you want to be able to, you know, have everything in here safe and sound and dust resistant, things like that. They've installed this up here for their phone and other devices, but this equipment group has the 8.4-inch touchscreen from Jeep. It's very nicely equipped. Of course, you got your glove box over here, which is lockable. Climate controls. This one is able to do auto engine shut off. You can see that there. Yeah, not a fan. Remote start, push button start. So we got everything in this. Let's start it up and see what we got on the screens. Animations. Wrangler. I actually like that. That's pretty cool. Nice big screen. A very nice screen. It's a good display. I know a lot of Ram, Dodge, Jeep, all the different versions of this in all the vehicles. It's got a really nice display. I hope it's coming out good there in the video. But yeah, it's pretty responsive. Let's see. It's very responsive when I actually select something here. Let's see what we got with nav. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty on par with everything else these days. It's very responsive. I like the digital screen here in the middle. It shows your fuel capacity. There's other options, which you can get to here on the steering wheel. For that, I don't really know what else I would need to look at, but you can adjust this accordingly. Of course, your tach, speedometer, and where you are in the gear range. So going up top here, of course, you have all your levers and releases for the roof here, which you can just take off, and you can put these in the back or in your garage or wherever. Just a few release points here. You have all your map lights centered right here, which I like that. I like how they did this one cluster for all directions in the vehicle. And of course, you have one in the very back. Speakers above, really nice back seat. A good place for some fun off-road, nice little adventure camping trip for kids and things like that. Dog, whatever you got. Nice bit of storage. You got nets in these instead of, you know, the normal plastic holder for everything else. That's a good place to be. And USB-C charging. It's definitely modern. Most of the Jeeps, just like the 21 model that I reviewed last year. This is a nice place. Now this one has heated steering wheel, weather group. It's leather wrapped. yeah, it's nice. I'll show you guys around a little bit. So you've seen the outside, you've seen the Jeep. I would say, you know, just they all look the same to an extent. Of course, this high altitude definitely doesn't. It's definitely got its own look to it, but it is a cool truck. I really like it. What do you guys think about it? What do you think about this interior with the differentiating contrast here with lots of black, small bit of that light stone gray up here too with the stitching? I like that they carried it on. It's really cool. Yeah, this is a nice rig. But again, not only is the trim special, but that engine, the 3-liter, you don't see that as often. We'll just stick with the standard, you know, unleaded fuel model. You know, diesel is a little more expensive here in the US, but you get a ton of torque, like I was saying, almost right from the get-go. So I'm gonna put it in drive. Let's drive around for just a moment, let you hear it and let you see what I mean. First of all, you're definitely not going to get that sound out of a regular gas engine. Too cool. I mean, I am not one that is new to diesel engines at all, but this one for sure has got some torque, man. You know, it is small. It's a lot lighter weight than, you know, say the Super Duty or some of the other large trucks that I've driven with diesel engines. Sorry, I was connecting my seatbelt there. Can't forget that. Click it or ticket, bro. But this thing being lightweight and, you know, smaller form factor, you know, Wrangler, it has got some pep, man. I don't know how fast it will be. We're not here to drag race a Jeep, but it has got torque instantaneously. I let off the brake, it's at 1,000 RPMs, and then boom, I hit the pedal. It's 1,500, 2,000 RPMs, and it's already going through the gears because it's moving. I am impressed, Jeep, with this diesel. I didn't know how much I would care about it. Let's see what we got. Okay. I'm proven wrong. It definitely does have some pep. How about that? Now, on-road manners is nice. They definitely have a different spring rate, and shock absorbers and whatnot are different. They're tuned for the high altitude, you know, like I said, more street worthy with those Bridgestone duelers, but it can go off-road. Viewer that owns this Jeep said he's gone camping several times and done a little off-roading, and it's done just fine. You know, we're not going to go mud bogging or rock crawling in it, but just what he needed to do, get through some trails and get to where he was going. Find a spot to turn around here. Little trail. And we'll head back and wrap this up. So there's the reverse camera on it right there. Nice big 8.5 inches is a good bit. 8.4, I guess they say. That's a good bit of real estate, especially being this close into your face, because the dash is close to you in the Jeep. And it's a good quality camera and picture. You can definitely see very easily what's behind you. Let's get out here. What's that torque? Man, that's just impressive. I just was surprised by the Jeep and the torque out of that little 3-liter. How does it sound, you guys? It's definitely a diesel sound, but it's not what I'm used to, like the Cummins or the bigger trucks. I like it. They also use this engine as an option in several other trims, but like the Gladiator, for instance, or Grand Cherokee, things like that. It is an option. Again, I'm not sure how popular, but I wanted to really showcase this and let you guys see something a little different. What are you guys thinking about it? Have you ever driven a diesel? Owned one? Know anyone that does? How do you feel about them? You know, some people get really focused on the price of it. Well, it's for a purpose. So this one has more torque. It has a little more horsepower. You can tow a little more. So there's a benefit to it. So it's really, you got to weigh out what you need it and want it for, you know. I like it. I've really gotten into heavy duty trucks with diesels. But I can see, you know, both, like you may not want a sedan that has a diesel in it, when some of the things out there on the market, like Camrys and things that are getting in the 40s with just a regular 4-cylinder unleaded engine, you know. Would you guys ever consider buying one? Maybe it's on your list. Maybe you are looking at it. If so, let me know down in the comments, like which one are you looking at and why? Like, what's the reason you're going for the diesel? Just because fuel economy? Yeah, it's got to be something. Let me know. There it is. The Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, high altitude. Now, we've had a lot of rain, been off-road in it. We're treating it like a Jeep, like it's supposed to be, so it's not all super shiny, but what do you think about this guy here? Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next episode.